but it changes enlarge your future.
Forgiveness does not change the past, but it does enlarge the future.
Love is a choice.
Love is a choice.
So forgiveness is a choice.
Forgiveness is also a choice.
你要啥物人，还是无啥物人，是你的选择。
To forgive or not to forgive is your choice.
为什么？
Why?
为什么咱得个学习啥物别人？
Why do we need to learn to forgive?
听我讲一句话。
Please listen to what I'm about to
Because
say.
wooden people cannot love.
Because wounded people cannot love.
受伤的人袂晓疼别人。
A person who's wounded will never learn how to love.
你若无重新 recover， 重新赦免别人起来
If you never learn to forgive and recover from it,
，wooden people cannot love。
then as a wounded person, you will never love.
因為你裏面受過咗 bitterness， 受苦嘅代志。
Because you're filled with bitterness and hurt in your life.
你對心裏面學習赦免你別不傷害到你嘅人，
Once you learn how to forgive those who have hurt you,
無論伊是挑工，還是唔是挑工。
whether it's done intentionally or unintentionally.
第三
The third,
，affirmation。
affirmation.
咱唔係需要接納你，唔係需要赦免你，你需要肯定這個人。
Not only do we need to accept and forgive other people, we need to affirm them.
因為這個世界冇完全嘅人。
There's nobody who's perfect in this world,
但係記得，這個世界是冇一個完全當中派嘅人，
but yet there's nobody who's perfectly evil in this
因
world.
為咱係照上帝形象所創造，
Because we are all created in God's
咱有
image.
上帝 love、kindness、mercy、righteous 喺咱嘅裏面，
We have God's love, mercy, kindness, and righteousness in
所
our
以
life.
每一個人都有上帝 image、上帝形象嘅生命嘅
So
中間，
each and every one of us has God's image in us.
你需要跨出別人生命嘅優點嘅落，
And you need to look at the good points in the life of other people.
你需要肯定這個人嘅好
And
處。
you need to affirm that good point.
所以老實講，你若彼此相聽，人就知啊，你是我嘅門徒咯。
Jesus said, if you love one another, people will know that you are my disciples.
聽是上帝嘅本質嘅 nature。
God's nature is love.
聽也是基督徒應該有嘅生命嘅本質，
And love should be a nature of a Christian.
因為咱已經有了上帝嘅生命，
Because we have a life of God in
但係這個
life.
生命需要學習，需要去 practice，需要去將這個聽訓練出來。
We need to put it out in our actions. We need to live out that love in our life.
正如這個人去讀醫科，
Just like a person who studied medicine.
哇，佢讀到真最有教醫學嘅物件，
And he had learned so many things about medicine.
但是 before 佢做醫生以前，
But before the person can become a doctor,
佢需要去做 intern 實習，
that person needs to be an intern first.
所以佢所學習嘅醫科嘅物件學習出去。
And to put into practice what that person have learned.
The same，
The same,
咱有上帝嘅生命。
we have the life of God in
這個
us.
生命需要實踐出去，
And we need to practice that life out
讓
and
人
live it
看
out.
到 We are the disciples of Jesus。
To show the people that we are truly God's disciples.
所以求上帝幫助咱，
May the Lord help us.
彼此相聽，證明咱有上帝嘅生命，
When we love one another, it proves that we have God's life in
人就
us.
知啊，咱是主嘅門徒。
People will know that we are the disciple of Christ.
Number two，
Number two,
彼此相聽，證明咱嘅我哋生命是有長大。
loving one another proves that our lives are growing.
你看第12節。
Look at verse
你
12.
講從來無人跨過上帝，咱係彼此相聽，上帝就徛在咱嘅心嘅裏面，聽伊嘅心在咱嘅裏面得以完全。
No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us and His love is complete in us.
得以完全，完全就是你嘅生命就慢慢成長起來 ，mature 成長起來。
When we allow God's life to live in us, then our life will become complete. We will become mature.
你記住，生命是一個家庭，
Life is a process.
這個叫做 physical body，
This is our physical body.
這個 physical body 有一個生命成長嘅家庭。
And our physical body has to go through a process of growing.
咱從 baby 開始，
As a baby,
變咗一個囡仔，
you become a
變
child,
咗一個青年人。
become a young
佢就係
person,
young adult，
you become a teenager, young adult,
成年咯，
and you become an
佢
adult,
就係老人咯
and，to become an elderly
即係
person.
生命成長嘅家庭。
This is the process of life.
當咱信耶穌以後，
Once we become a
你叫
Christian,
做定頭是 born again，
we are called born again.
咱有這個新的生命在裏面，
Same way, we have this new life in
叫
us,
做屬靈嘅生命。
this spiritual life.
這個屬靈嘅生命也是有一個成長嘅過程
And this spiritual life also has to go through a growing process.
，spiritual baby，spiritual
A spiritual baby,
child，spiritual
spiritual child,
adult，spiritual
spiritual adult,
parents。
spiritual parent.
咱的生命需要慢慢長大起
And
來
we。have to follow this process in growing and
但係
maturing.
屬靈嘅生命及這個肉體嘅生命，這個戰無常嘅所在。
But there's something different between the spiritual body and the physical body.
屬靈嘅生命會家己成長。
A spiritual body will not grow by itself.
你若無去對橋，
If you do not practice or
若無
seek
去學
growth
習，
or learn,
一生都是屬靈嘅 baby。
then you would forever become a spiritual baby.
先做20年、
After being a Christian
Since
for 20 years
30
or 30 years,
60歲咯啊，
60 years old,
90歲咯啊，
90 years old,
屬靈嘅 baby，
you're still a spiritual baby.
先進迷灣，
You have so many complaints,
先進未曉，
and there's so many things you're not
因為咱嘅
knowledgeable
屬靈嘅
about.
生命會長大起來。
Because our spiritual life is not growing.
問題是安尼，
The problem lies
咱就
in,
看這個人，
if we are to look at the person's
咱雖然
physical,
這是大人，
we know that he's an adult,
這個是囡仔，
then this is a child.
咱就對伊 physical status 來看這個人什麼款嘅人。
Once we look at the physical being of a person, we know his physical age.
但係屬靈嘅生命無法，
But we cannot find that out, the spiritual age of a
你看
person.
未出，
We cannot see it.
唔是看未出，
It's not that we cannot see it
你
physically,
注意看咪？
but you have to take a look
你對伊講話，
from the way they speak,
對伊行為，
from his
你就
behavior.
知這個人是屬靈嘅生命高到這個所在。
You will know his progress in his spiritual life.
屬靈嘅 baby 講話顯出呢堆真正屬靈嘅大字無地 ignorant。
Spiritual babies show their ignorance about spiritual things in their speech.
真最屬靈嘅大字唔知啊！
There are so many things he does not know about spiritually.
啊，聖經有安尼講嘛？
Does the Bible really say that?
安尼未追安尼吧？
Are we not allowed to do
因為
this?
對聖嘅真理完全未了解
Because they have no knowledge about the biblical truths.
，ignorant，
They are very ignorant.
這是屬靈嘅 baby 真明顯嘅表現。
This is quite evident in spiritual babies.
屬靈嘅囡仔呢，
How about spiritual child?
而自我真強，
Their self-centeredness or their ego is very
學
strong.
行就是掛，
They are very self-centered.
教會存在為着掛，
The church exists for me.
聚會是為着掛。
The worship service is for me.
今日超慣未好聽，
I don't like the songs being
今日
sung.
講道講未好聲
I。don't like the sermon being preached.
為着掛，為着掛，為着掛，
Everything is centered about around themselves.
這個是屬靈嘅囡仔，
This is a spiritual child.
所以咱需要進步。
So that's why we need to grow and improve.
你知一步，當這個囡仔出世嘅時陣，baby 出世嘅時陣，
When a baby is born,
常常有人問我牧師啊，親住老爸一老母啊，
a lot of times people ask me, does he look like the father or the mother?
我同你講，
I tell you,
我誠實及你講，
I have to tell you the truth.
冇親住老爸，也冇親住老母，
They don't look like the mom nor the dad.
伊親住 baby，
He look like a baby.
大家親住 baby。
Every baby looks the same.
我睇到有人講，哎喲，目照親住老爸，我講乜就冇呀，哎呀，目買親住老母，我講就
They would
冇
say
呀。
that the eyes look like the father's eyes or the eyebrow looks like the mother's eyebrow. Now look at it and I say it's not true.
講你即講不講啦？
You're just saying
大
something
家
that's not
baby
true.
都是 baby 嘅面啊，
Every baby looks the same.
但是
But
當這個 baby 變做囡仔，變做大人，我知呀，生啊是老爸，
once
生啊是老
the
母。
baby starts growing up to become to grow up, then you would find out who they look like, who their parents are.
什麼時陣？你長大到這個時陣，人看到你，哎，耶穌門徒，耶穌門徒，
Once you start to grow as a Christian, and people would look at you and say, "You are a disciple of Jesus Christ."
咱需要進步，
We need to improve.
啊，真有進步啊
How do we improve?
！Love one another。
We need to love one another.
為什麼？
Why?
因為當這個人俾咗3天嘅時陣，
Because once a person learns how to love each other,
這個 self-centered，這個自我就慢慢落去。
the ego would come down. The self-centeredness would go down.
因為聽是犧牲
Because love is sacrificial.
，sacrifice 就是將你自己放落去。
You would put down yourself.
所以聽好聽人嘅人，拿來拿冇自己。
A person that is growing in love would find their ego growing smaller.
假如講你若彼此相聽，人就知呀，你是我的門徒
If you
咯。
love one another, people will know that you are my
因為
disciples.
你的聽長大了啦，
As your love is growing,
你的 image 出嚟了啦，
your image would come out.
你懶懶親像創造你的上帝，
You'd look more and more like your Creator.
你是 children of God，
You become a children of God.
你是上帝嘅兒女了
You
啦。
are a child of God.
喺美國有一
In
個
the United States,
city 叫做 Philadelphia。
There's a city called Philadelphia.
啲聖經有一間教會叫做 Philadelphia。
Likewise, in the Bible, there's a church called the Church of Philadelphia.
啲咱頭前有一間樂堂叫做 Philadelphia。
And right near the church, there's a school called the Philadelphia School.
什麼是 Philadelphia？
What does Philadelphia mean?
Phila 是 friendship love，Delphia 是兄弟，所以 Philadelphia 是 brotherly love。
It means brotherly love.
這個真真水名，
It's a very beautiful name.
兄弟彼此相聽 brotherly love。
The love among the brothers.
猶太人有一個真真水嘅故事，
There's a very beautiful Jewish story
兩個兄弟，
about two brothers.
阿爺結婚，小弟未結婚，
The elder brother is married while the younger brother is still single.
爸爸已經離開世界，
Their father has already passed
爸
away.
爸 before 離開世界分家嘅，
Before the father passed away, he divided the inheritance and gave it to them.
一人一半。
He gave them equally, 50-50.
哦，50-50。但是這個阿爺總感覺冇公平，
But the elder brother felt it was unfair.
小弟也感覺冇公平。
And the younger brother felt it was unfair.
梗係冇公平呢？
Why?
阿爺講：
The elder brother said,
我近超咯，
I am already married.
小弟未近超，
Younger brother is still single.
我兩個人
There are two persons
小弟一個
living.
人，
The younger brother is just
是人
single.
一半 unfair。
It's unfair to divide it
真係
50-50.
unfair.
Why?
小弟未結婚啊，
Because the younger brother is not yet married.
小弟開明結婚啊，
And he needs to get married.
結婚開明錢啊
And，to get married, you need money.
所以冇咗一人一
So
半
you。cannot be 50-50.
小弟就較最淡薄，
You need to give more to the younger brother.
小弟呢？
How about the younger
Unfair.
brother? It's
真
unfair.
係 unfair。
Why?
阿爺結婚咯，
The older brother is married.
我未結婚咯
I'm。still single.
阿爺兩個人，
There are two people, two
我一個人。
mouths to feed. I'm only one mouth.
所以小阿爺應該較最淡
So
薄。
the elder brother needs more.
因為兩個人食，我一個人食。
There are two people who needs to be fed, and I'm only single. I need to feed myself.
呢個即係兩個兄弟，
Just look at these two brothers.
冇公平，
It's quite unfair
因為後推別人受。
because they can think of other people.
咱現今嘅世界咧，
How about the today in the
分
modern
家
age?
冇公平，冇公平，冇公平。
We oftentimes say that it's not fair when inheritance is being
Why?
divided. Why?
你貪心，
Because you're selfish.
你愛較最，
You want more.
你冇有聽你兄
You
弟，
don't know how to love your brothers.
叫做下面咱冇一
May
個
the
人，
Lord forgive each and every one
咱
of us.
只顧家己，冇曉顧別人。
Because we only look at ourselves and we do not care about other
基
people.
督徒，基督徒，
Dear Christians,
唔單為到基業嚟還嘅，
do not fight over
呢個
inheritance.
就派見證。
This is very bad
無論什麼
testimony.
大事都冇追還
You
嘅，
cannot fight
咱是兄弟。
because we are brothers.
你咁為到兄弟幫晒你家己，
For your brother's sake, you need to sacrifice.
即兩個兄弟咁嘅 unfair，
These two brothers felt it was unfair.
因為感覺我較罪，我少嘅罪，
They felt that they had more than they need.
哎呀，創一項大
So the
事，
elder brother did something.
半暗，
So at night,
伊將伊出來黑色，暗中鎖起小弟嘅帳篷，
so at midnight, he transferred some of the stocks that he had at home to his brother's
小
house.
弟感覺 unfair，
The younger brother felt it was unfair
因為我較罪，
because he felt that he had too much.
暗暝將物件鎖起阿爺嘅帳篷，
So likewise, he too transferred some stocks from his house to his
Sa
brother's
ki-
house.
ki
In the
lai-
morning when they woke up,
冇驚啊
they found it strange that they did not
Why?
lack anything.
！You don't understand。
They don't understand.
第二日
Second night,
same，
the same.
就幾嚟冇驚啊！
They found it strange that they are not
第
missing
三日
anything. Third,
第四日、
fourth day,
第九、第七日，
until the seventh day,
兩個兄弟暗暝殺到。
they met each other at night.
哎呀，嗰度小弟多物件，小弟嗰度哎呀多物件，
The two of them saw each other carrying things,
伊就呀，
so they understood.
跟人冇驚啊！
They understood why they are not lacking anything or missing
兩個兄
anything.
弟三夢三考，
So they embraced each other. They wept there
猶
together.
太人有一個真質水嘅傳說，
That's why they have this very the Jewish people have this very
這兩
beautiful
個兄
traditional
弟
story.
殺都嘅所在，
The place where these two siblings met
就是後來猶太人建聖殿嘅根基嘅所在。
became the place for the foundation of their temple.
因為聖殿嘅根基是兄弟殺聽。
Because the foundation of their temple is brotherly love.
I don't know 這個 story 是 not truth，
We don't know the veracity of this story or how true it is,
但係叫上帝幫助人。
but the Lord help us.
Brotherly love is the foundation of Christian life。
Because brotherly love is the foundation of Christian life.
咱啊彼此殺聽，
If we love one another,
人就知呀，
people will know
咱是主嘅門徒，
that we are the disciple of
因為
Jesus
咱嘅
Christ.
生命長大了。
Because our lives are growing.
你看這個 video。
Let's look at this video.